All right, start of the third quarter, 17-9. Kickoff just happened. We start the second half here. We got the ball off right before the clock hit zero. Just a short screen pass to Jeremiah Smith. What I am expecting here is just consistency and execution, and everybody just play your assignment, play your routes. I'm expecting for our foot to be on the gas the rest of this entire half right here. And so we should just dominate for the entirety of this game. And the snow is falling heavy, I might add, on the field right now. So the weather is a factor in this game. I would like to see us imply the running game when it is necessary, but also throwing it as well. I want to see us coming out here balanced in this third quarter as far as passing the ball or running the ball. Just have a balanced offense, and I think that'll do us a lot of good in this third quarter. And saying so far, for his first experience in this type of situation game, he's being all right, other than that mishap that he had the first quarter. But after that, as we get a first down here with, who was that, Jackson? Oh, still pushing and shoving going on. Even after the halftime, I thought maybe cool heads will cool down, but nope, everybody don't like each other. It's snowing, it's cold, so, the emotions are like rammed it up. And woo, man, I can just even imagine being out there on the field with no, jacket or anything. Woo. But again, the players are getting heat from their body moving, because when your body is moving, that is why you sweat, because it causes sweat, because it's hot, and because you're burning. Oh, Jackson with a nice little turn back to pull up the couple 3 yards right there. But when you're exercising, for example, or just even walking, your body is working and your body burns that fat. And that's why we sweat, because it's our body telling our body that our body is overheating, so it needs to cool itself off by sweating. And so in return, while you're sweating because you're too hot. So your body is creating that heat, but at the same time, not letting you get overheated, if that makes any sense. Which I believe it does. I feel like I explained that good enough. But yeah, that's why our guys, and unfortunately the other players as well, are staying warm on the field despite it being really cold out and the snow falling. As long as we keep running plays, the more plays that we run, the better our body will generate that heat to keep the body warm. And it won't let it get overheated because of the sweat it produces. But yeah, so our players are good to go. It looks like they're energized coming out here in the half. Looks like Ryan Day gave them a good, epic, emotional speech. And, oh, no, one of those 9 out of 10 moments right there from the tight end. Huh. I don't know. The ball, I wonder if, the ball is a little bit harder since it is cold. And air oh, my gosh, I can't even pronounce this word. Air distancy is causing the ball to be a little bit colder, and so, and a little bit harder than normal. As Jackson gets the ball here, he's running up. He did a good little runner up the middle. Nothing like quality H2O. That's a quote from the Water Boy. I don't know how many of you guys... Well, obviously, people have seen it. Right? That's funny right here. But it is 3rd and 8. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. We should be able to pick up this first easy down right there. Julian saying to the tight end for a quick slant route. It's about halfway field. Situation football. We could go for it or we could try to pin them back. Man, it's a gamble. It really is. I don't know. I know the game's different. The college football 26 game is different from real life, but like in the game, I would go for it. But in real life situation, man, I don't. It's 4th and 2 though. It's just 2 yards. Looks like Ryan Day wants to try to pin him back, so he's punting here. I agree with that call. Pin him back deep. You could have also gambled if you really wanted to. But Ryan Day must have felt like the risk wouldn't have been that big enough of reward to go ahead and for it to validate going for it. So he decided to go ahead and punt the ball away. But oh no, here's an Anaconda trailer review. Nah, the first Anaconda movie with Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez, that was a good movie. Even the second one was good, but then after that, it just kind of sucked. But apparently Jack Black and that Paul guy, they're remaking Anaconda, and I saw the trailer. It looks so stupid, honestly. Just ruining the franchise all over again. But, it is what it is. I probably won't be watching that movie. But, you can tell that the Michigan players, they're, getting annoyed. Right? Because they know they're not going to win, so they're just trying to take their frustration and anger of that reality that they're just trying to take it out on our players. But listen, our players push back 10 times harder. You push us, we'll push you. 10 times harder. So don't start. And Michigan already started it, so we're going to finish it because that's what we do. We don't fold. We finish. That's what we're going to do this game right now. And this win's going to be so awesome. A top 25 win. And then we get to go into the Big 10 championship game and knock Indiana off their high horse. But we'll get to Indiana. Right now, it's just all about beating this team in blue, in the terrible blue and yellow uniforms. That team up north. We are going. It's all about just beating them and showing them. Man, it really is. So, yeah. I'm just excited. I'm ready. I'm ready, Coach. I'm ready. Put me in, Coach. Watch me leave these boys behind in my trail of dust. But there was some good games on earlier, There was the Egg Bowl, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Ole Miss did win, so it looks like they're going to be headed to the college football playoffs. Don't know what Lane's decision is still yet. I haven't heard anything or seen anything. But he's supposed to be making a decision today as Michigan goes down for a lame little pass. Looks like they're in a hurry. They're ready to call some plays down. But, yeah, so Ole Miss, it looks like they're going to be making the playoffs. As I don't know what happened to our coverage there. Didn't cover the... There you go. That's a big hit right there by number 3 to knock Klein 17 down in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left as of saying that. But a big, huge hit by our defense. The snow is falling. I don't know how much snow is supposed to, how long is it might snow probably the rest of the game is what I'm assuming. I don't know if it's snowing here or not. Didn't even look outside during the halftime to break. To be honest, I made a plate of food. I was hungry. I haven't ate all day, so that was kind of my lunch break. And so I had to hurry up and get back, and I didn't get to film the kickoff. I missed the kickoff, but after the kickoff, guys, before the clock even started to start the third quarter, I was recording, so I only missed the kickoff, okay? But, I mean, I was watching the kickoff, but I missed the kickoff as far in, I didn't get to record my reaction to it because I was setting back up because I have to charge the camera during halftime so it won't die later on, in like the fourth quarter. So that's what I do. So I had to take it off, and the charger for it is like across the room. So I had to take it off here. Go ahead. As our defense got a big, huge stop to make it 4th and 10. I don't know if Michigan will go for it. They probably shouldn't go for it because if they do, they're not going to get it. But, hey, that'll be helping us out. So go ahead. By all means, Michigan, please help us out. Please go for it. I want them to go for it just because I know they won't get it. But it looks like, Michigan's not ready for this game. So they're like, okay, Ohio State, here's the ball back. And it was a block punt or just a terrible punt. I don't know which one. I don't know if our players got a hand on it. Oh, I thought it was going to show the replay, but I don't know if our players got a hand on it or if it could have been also the wind because they didn't rewind it and show that any of our players got a hand up on it. So, hey, that could have just been from the wind. I know it's cold and it's also very windy. So, the wind is a factor in this game as far when it comes to kicking the ball and just throwing the football. When it's running, it's not really that much a factor other than it being cold. But if the ball's thrown or kicked, the wind obviously could, So it could have been either a block punt or it could have been the wind. I think it was the wind that pushed the ball back into a great. So we were having great starting field position because of the wind. So thank you. So see that wind. Now listen, okay, that proves right there that God is an Ohio State fan. It proves it because now we get great starting position. So that wind, that was God letting Michigan know that only for the rest of this game, he does not love them. After the game's over, then he will. But until then, he doesn't like you. But, yeah, so we're going to have a great starting position. And, all the naysayers, all the negatives, oh, you ain't going to beat Michigan. Well, if you pay attention to the game right now, that's exactly what we're doing. Exactly what we should be doing. It's time to put up or shut up. All the talking is great, but when it's time to deliver, we got to deliver, and that is what we are doing right now. We're delivering. We're proving once again, like we proved several thousand times over before, that we are the best team in college football. And we're just going to prove it again today with this, what is going to be a massive win. 100% massive win. So that's what we're going to do. As I'm in the background going off. But there's nothing that cleanses your soul like getting the hell kicked out of you. Woody Hayes. So 0 players on rosters that have beaten Michigan. Okay, 0 players. Wow. 0 players on the roster that has not. Wow, I can't believe I read that stat right. That was actually kind of shocking that I saw that stat. But nonetheless, it's 1st and 10, third quarter, 8 minutes and 20 seconds left. as Tate gets the pass for easy, I don't know, I want to say about 6-7 yards right there. So it is 2nd and 3. Nice catch by him. Yeah, just keep our guys active, and their bodies should warm up their bodies, so they'll be all right as far as not freezing to death. You know what I mean? It may slow them down a little bit, but I think it'll injure. I think it'll do the quite opposite. I think it will get them more energized and ready to go. They look fired up. They want to keep on moving the field, but it does look like with all that snow coming down, it is starting to cover the field. As Sane goes past for a bomb, catch it, caught it. Let's go, Tank. Let's go. Woo! Let's go, baby. All day. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I want to see. Sane is an absolute beast. Let's go. Beautiful route. Oh, wow. Let's go. That could not have been more perfect. That was a beautiful pass by Sane. He deserves to win the Heisman. He deserves it, man. He's the best quarterback in college football. And just a beautiful catch by Tate for that easy. Go ahead and score. It is 24-9. What a beautiful... And just in case you didn't know, those are chef kisses that I am spewing out on the offense. Perfect delivery and saying with the shh. Yeah, Michigan fans. Shh. Your playoffs hopes are over. Your playoff hopes are done. Well, actually, you know what? No, I was going to say good luck in your bowl game, but actually, I hope you lose your bowl game too. Let's go. Not on our level. They are not ready whatsoever. I could not be more happier with that beautiful passing catch. Wow, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, once we turn it on, it stays on. And our foot, it's constantly on that gas pedal, man. And we're going like 300 miles per hour down the highway. And we're having full control and everything else like that, okay? Woo, let's go. I love to see it, man. Now, okay, go and win a Heisman. Saying go and win a Heisman by winning this game. And that is exactly what he is doing. Boy, gonna be in New York winning a big game. So let's go. I could not be happier. Beautiful catch and pass right there by Sane. I could not be happier. That was a beautiful pass. Let's go. Man, Sane with the bomb. That was like 50 yards plus right there. I was just thinking to myself about how happy and excited I am for Sane. That was a beautiful pass, man. That was a good read. And the field is currently covered in snow. And that was a catch by Tate. 50-yard. That was a 50-yard pass right there. The longest TT catch of the longest Ohio State player against Michigan ever. That was a beautiful catch by Sane right there. Man, that was really nice. Now the field is covered in snow right now. Things are still getting choppy down there, but we just put the exclamation point on this. just to show Michigan that we ain't messing around no more. We're done. We're the best team in college football. We're playing in the cold. We're playing in the wind. We're playing in the snow, and we're doing what we do best, and that is taking care of business. So I could not be happier. So there we go. Michigan is going with the handoff right there through the middle. Good stuff by our defensive line. I like to see us getting in that crease right there. Michigan running back, he had nowhere to go. 0 options. And so he just ran into a brick wall basically. And it was such a good play by our team. So as the Michigan player runs up on there, is there a flag down? Don't tell me there's a flag down. No, there is no flag down. But the Michigan player is getting up in the face of the Ohio State right there. But that's all right, though, because our defense is going to come out here and completely ball. And get a good, huge stop. So it is 1st and 10. Whatever. They was able to pick up that stupid first down. Come on, defense. Get some pressure. Oh, man. That was an almost INT by our defensive lineman. By number 2. By Downs. Man, he almost had that INT. It went right through his hands, but unfortunately, he dropped it. Oh, man. That was almost a beautiful catch. Almost a beautiful catch, as in almost a beautiful INT by number 2. Here we go, 2nd and 10. Michigan hands off the ball. Another stop by our defense. Let's go. Michigan players are getting mad because they can't run it like they have been, where they was getting those little 2 and 3 yards. But now it looks like our defense is coming out here in this half and shutting that down. And that is exactly what we should be doing. As it is 3rd and 9, so we should get a stop right here and get the ball back to our offense so we can go down the field and score more points. So here we go with 3rd and 9. They throw it. Incomplete pass, no flags. Oh, no, they flew a flag. What for? What was the flag for, ref? Come on. That was well defended. Yeah, show me the replay. Because that was well defended. There's no reason why that should be a flag right there. But yet they threw one. Why? I don't know. But whatever, dude. That was a terrible play call by the ref. I can't believe they went and go ahead and throw that flag. They're just trying to help Michigan out at this point. I guess they're starting to feel sorry for them. Which I guess is okay, because there's a lot of people who feel sorry for Michigan. I'm one of them because they're a bad football team. But yet they play like they think they're a good football team. When in reality, they actually are a bad football team. And we're going to prove that to them, just like we are doing right now, that they are indeed a bad football team who barely won any of their games and who is not going to win this game and make the playoffs. And we're going to go straight to the Big Ten championship, baby, and probably win that too. Well, no, we will win that. As we get a big, huge sack here by our defensive line, number 0, Styles, bringing the heat, bringing the thunder, bringing the noise, putting down the hammer, doing what he does best, getting sacks for a 2-yard loss. So with 5 minutes, 30 seconds here in the third quarter, it is 3rd and 12. Another big, huge stop right here if we're able to stop them, which we will stop them. And we're going to give the ball back to our offense. So our offense go down the point and stretch this thing out further. We come with the blitz, but no, he missed the pass, caught the pass, but ran out of bounds. As my phone's ringing, I don't know who it is, but I'm not answering my phone today, not till the game's over, so they can just call me back. I don't even know why they would even call while the game's on, because obviously I'm not answering my phone. And people who know me should know that, but unfortunately they don't. So it is 4th and 12 here. So it looks like Michigan's going to punt the ball away and give our offense more chance to go ahead and put points up on the board. So good stop by our defense, 24-9. Our defense woke up. Our offense woke up. I don't really know what more I got to say. But, so we talked about the Eggo Bowl, how Ole Miss beat Mississippi State, and now they are going to the playoffs, most likely. And so that was a kind of big win for Ole Miss. But, I guess, no, actually it wasn't a big win because Mississippi State's record right now, I think they do have a losing record. Or maybe they only have like 5 wins on the season. I don't know, but they'd have a bad record regardless. And so it really wasn't that big of a win. It was just Mississippi State. So, yeah, but more likely, Ole Miss has a playoff spot. Then we go on to the Georgia versus Georgia Tech game. Georgia put a beating on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech really didn't have any hope there. They lost all hope late in the third quarter, so, they couldn't get a win. They didn't have any hope. So Georgia beat them. So it looks like Georgia is going to the SEC championship pending a loss from Texas A&M, which that leads us to the Texas A&M game versus Texas. Texas, they got a big, huge win. So Georgia is in the SEC championship game because of because of Texas A&M losing to Texas. So now Georgia will get that spot to go and play in the SEC championship game. But there's still the Iron Bowl that comes on later today. Alabama versus Auburn. I think I want Auburn to win just because I said this several times in these reaction videos. I don't really care about Alabama, to be quite honest. So I am hoping that they lose their rival game. I think that'll be funny personally. So I hope Auburn wins that game, the Iron Bowl. Do I think they'll win? I don't know. They have a chance, I would say. But, yeah. And then there's like 2 other games, too. It's just rivalry week. So there's a lot of different rivalries going on today, this Saturday on college football. But obviously, this is the best one. If you're new to college football, if you were ever going to watch one rivalry series, this would be the one to watch because this is the best one out of them all that you got to choose from. So, with it being third quarter right here is 24-9. 12 gets the ball, but he gets tackled. But he did get like 6 or 7 yards. So, it is second down. The snow is still falling. So, you know what? After this win, I guess we can be like Elsa and build a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Yes, I want to build a snowman. Alright, don't ask me how I know that. Listen, okay, who hasn't heard of Frozen, alright? It's not like I'm a big fan of Frozen. It's not like I have Elsa and, what's that snowman's name on my wall on a poster. No. But yeah, obviously a lot of people have heard on that. So as it is third quarter here with 4 minutes, just about remaining. It is 1st and 10. We got another first down. So it looks like Ryan Day's game plan going forward the rest of the game, it seems like, is to just basically run the ball and just kind of run out the clock here as well. So Sane hands it off to Jackson. Jackson is still due for that big one, but I wonder how slippery it is down there now with all the snow covering the entire field now. And it has not stopped snowing, and I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to snow in the 4th quarter. So I wonder what's going to, if it's like really slippery down there, or if the cleats can hold firm in the grass. Second and 8. 12's running the football right at the middle. Go. He almost got that first down there. Tate's getting into it with the defensive player back there with Michigan. Is getting a little tasty down there. Our guys are pushing and moving people, and yeah, everybody's yelling at each other, saying swear words probably to each other, I'm sure. But hey, us beating you reflects the scoreboard, so that's how we're going to beat you. Michigan players, if they just want to yap, 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 they can yap, yap, yap all they want to, but while they're doing that, we are delivering rather than doing the talking. We can walk it like we talk it. So that is what we're doing right now currently as Michigan is losing all hope. It looks like Ryan Day's game plan is just to go ahead and pound the football, run the clock down. He is probably getting a lot colder, I'm sure, as the day goes on. Well, maybe it won't get a little lot colder because the sun will rise up and have like a higher vantage point with producing heat on the field. So, but then again, I don't know if if Ann Arbor is like in some type of winter weather alert or something like that, but there is a lot of snow coming down, so that wouldn't surprise me. So in that sense, I guess it would be getting a whole lot colder because so far Ryan Day has just ran the football. But if it's not broke, why fix it? You know what I mean? If Michigan's not going to stop the run, then why not just keep on running the football? Because every time we're running the football, we're getting like 8 or 7 yards easy. So if it's not broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm totally fine with Ryan Day sitting here running the ball. And now, as long as it's working, totally fine with that. We don't need to be flashy with our big win or anything like that. We just need to win, and that is what we're going to do. That is what we're going to accomplish. Sane goes back, big bomb, catch it. Oh no, he threw it over his head. Yeah, he was aiming for Tate there on that deep pass right there, but he threw it over his head. So that was an uncatchable ball right there. Normally you don't see that with Sane, but I think the wind is a major factor. I think it like picked up the ball and like pushed it like further out than what it was intended to go. So, that was a uncatchable catch right there by Tate. That was just a bad pass too, but I think the wind did have a factor in it. It's 3rd and 3 here. We should be able to pick up this first very easy. Sane goes and scrambles for the first. He got out of bounds. Oh, wait. Okay, I thought. Did he get out of bounds or was he pushed? Okay, never mind. I think the clock is still moving, so. Because, the clock will stop if you just run out of bounds yourself, but if you're pushed, then the clock continues. So I was seeing, because I really want to score some more points before this 3rd quarter is over, but it don't look like that's going to happen. Oh, 12, we got tackled in the background. So, yeah, it looks like there's only 12 seconds left. 2nd and 11. That's going to be the end of the third quarter, folks. Well, third quarter is in the history books. Fourth quarter is coming up. It was a nice, slow third quarter. We're just, as the game goes on, Michigan's chances, well, they're not already going to win the game, but as the quarters goes on, I can see the realization coming to Michigan's players' faces and their coaches' faces like, oh my gosh, guys, we are not winning this game. Yeah, reality is going to hit you like a fake truck. We're the best team. Michigan is a terrible football team. We're going ahead and we're milking this out with the run. They can't even stop the run. That's how sad Michigan's defense is right now and their entire team. So we're definitely going to continue to pound the ball in the fourth quarter. And yeah, that's the end of the third quarter. And last quarter of the best rivalry game in college football.